Hello, happy Tuesday, March 9th. It is, years just blazing by. Actually, I have an update on the law to share today. Family law and estate planning and probate are some of the oldest laws really on the books in Ohio. And so there's not a whole lot of changes usually, but there was a recently, at the end of this month, a new law is coming into effect, which I think is actually a good change and important change. And that is that post-nuptial agreements are going to be legal in Ohio now. So apparently Ohio, up until the end of this month, is one of two states that does not allow for post-nuptial agreements. And a post-nuptial agreement is like a prenuptial agreement, except it's done after you're married. And the idea historically was that the phrase that's used is it would encourage profiteering by divorce. And in my opinion, as somebody who's done divorce law and dissolution law for 15 years now, I think it's the opposite. I think a lot of times I have clients or potential clients call in and say, the marriage is on the rocks. We're going to try counseling. But I'm worried about what will happen to my assets. Like, I've given this guy or this girl, X number of chances, and it's just, I'm worried. And the fact of the matter is that the way our divorce laws and separation of assets works is the longer you're married, the more of a claim that both parties have to each other's property, whether that be retirement or equity of a home or anything. So a lot of times there's a balance and a consideration that people are trying to decide between trying to stick it out and the financial realities of already given this person a bunch of chances, and is the behavior going to change, or is this just another example? And so that's why I think, when I said back at the beginning of this, why I think actually this rule change is actually encouraging marriage, because I think that if people knew, okay, well, we're going to give another shot, but if we get divorced, your share of my retirement account is done as of now, or your share of the equity is done as of now, or whatever. If they had that financial peace of mind, I think a lot more people would be willing to try to make the marriage work, and I think some of those would be successful. So I'm encouraged. I think it's a very good rule change. The statute is very ambiguous, so I'm sure there'll be some case law in a year or two kind of defining how far they're going to let this go. But for now, I think it's a very positive change that takes into effect here in a couple weeks. So hope everybody's having a good week, and talk to you later.